Hi, everybody. Elida Zweidler-McKay here. It's so good to be with you today. I'm with Engaging Leadership, where we're all about building your leadership to the next level, helping you engage the people who are on your team and also engage with the people up and around you in the organization so that you can be more effective. So I want to talk to you today about the experience you might be having if you're not where you want to be in your career right now. And to start that off, I want to invite you to take a minute to really think about whether you're showing up as the best leader you can be right now. Do you project confident executive presence most of the time in your work? Are you managing your team successfully so that people are motivated and engaged and focused and getting the results you need them to get? When you make decisions, are you thinking about them strategically? Are you looking at them from multiple angles and connecting the dots across not only your part of the organization, but the organization as a whole? Have you figured out how to navigate your way through the politics that you need to navigate in order to get things done? Or do you drag yourself out of bed every morning, show up at your desk, and plow through whatever comes your way, completely stressed out by the sheer quantity of it all? Do you find yourself rushing from meeting to meeting to meeting, feeling frazzled and overwhelmed, just trying to juggle everything? Do you struggle with how to manage certain team members? Like maybe you worry that you're not doing enough to support your top performers. Or are you struggling to get poor performers to do what you need them to do and end up taking on their work or taking things back from them and then feeling even more overwhelmed yourself? Here's the thing. If you haven't figured out how to step into your leadership yet, like how to be confident and strategic, how to manage your team effectively and get things done, you're not alone. Most managers don't know how to do these things. That's why so many companies are such a mess to work for right now. That's why nearly 3 million people actually quit their jobs here in the US in July, despite being in the middle of a pandemic. Look, if your leadership isn't where it could be, it's not your fault. You just haven't been taught how to do it yet. Most companies aren't investing in leadership development these days. The ones that do typically ship people off to like a leadership workshop for just a couple of days. You pick up some good tools, a few insights, some tips and tricks, but then you get back to work and things are more complicated than they are in the classroom, of course. So you're left to figure it out for yourself. And after a few months, you'll have forgotten most of what you learned, and everything from that workshop will just be a binder on your shelf. So you're left to learn on the job, and chances are most of the managers that you've worked for have been less than stellar. There are no role models there. I mean, sure, you can see what not to do, but you're still left to pretty much figure out what to do on your own. And even if you're lucky enough to work for a really great manager, chances are they still won't know how to coach you, because coaching and doing are really two different things. Leadership is the number one thing that's going to keep your career moving forward. In these tough economic times, really being able to lead and motivate your team to produce results, despite the pandemic, despite all the challenges and distractions that it's bringing, that's going to be critical. Being able to be strategic where you can really look ahead and make good decisions is going to make a big difference. And projecting confidence in the face of so much uncertainty will matter. People who can do all of these things are the ones whose jobs will be recession-proof. They'll be the ones who not only survive these crazy times, but thrive in them. So that's why now is the perfect time for you to invest in building your leadership skills. And here's what you want to look for when you do that. You want to look for a coach who has experience in the corporate world, who really understands the dynamics that are at play there and can really help you navigate them. You want someone who makes a commitment to your success, who's going to focus your coaching sessions on moving you toward your goals. And you're going to want a coach that incorporates world-class leadership development into their coaching with you so that you have the frameworks and the tools and the theory that you need, in addition to all the coaching support about how to apply them. That's going to really help you take those ideas and make them work for you in the real world. Look, you're probably not taking a big vacation this year anyway, so why not spend that money on something that's going to pay off for the rest of your career? You can work with a great coach for about what it costs to take a family of four to Disney or Paris or Hawaii for a week. But instead of a week's worth of memories, you get months of hands on training, coaching, and support to not only recession proof your career, but help you take it to that next level. If it's appealing to you, let's talk. We'll get on the phone for about 45 minutes and we'll see where you're feeling stuck in your career right now and where you want to go. And if I can help you get from A to B, we'll talk about what that could look like. Or if what I do isn't a fit for what you need, I'll let you know that too. And we'll put you to other resources if I can. Either way, I promise you're going to get something out of this call. You're going to get out of stuck and into motion. And that's worth at least an hour of your time. So let's get on the phone. Life is too short to continue to feel overwhelmed or stuck or like you're not quite where you need to be. There is so much out there for you, and I'd be delighted to at least have a starting conversation to help you figure out how to get there. You can book your call at zmcoach.net/call. Let's talk soon.